Coming up on 12 o'clock noon on this Saturday, a day that continues to see scattered rain showers. Overnight tonight, the same thing. Sunday morning, maybe we get a little bit of a mix of flurries in some spots, but generally for the valley, this is all rain at times through the daytime hours of Sunday. Now, behind me is what they call the global forecast system, or the American model, early Monday mornings. This is first thing Monday morning. I know it's tough to see lots of lines, but if you can make it out in this green, right in here is the state of Oregon. So Portland would be right here where my finger is. And the low is coming onshore down in the southwestern corner of our state. Now, in terms of being in a snow zone, you want to be north of the low because that sends winds up and around back to the east. We're also feeding off of some east winds from all this really cold air. It's plummeting down across the nation's Midwest. So if this is correct, we are firmly in the snow zone Monday morning. Now, you could say, is it possible that the low is going to be too far south and somehow we would only get a dab of moisture? I guess you can make that claim. But right now, all forecast models are putting out anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to over 1/2 of an inch of total moisture, which would be anything from 4 to 8 inches of snow, if that's the case, with gusty east winds setting up quickly Sunday evening. So right now, if you read the forecast models by the exact letter, let's say 7, 8 o'clock Sunday evening, we would start to see more and more areas change or start to report at least a mix of rain changing to snow. Then we would see all snow overnight Sunday, with accumulations absolutely likely going into Monday morning. I'm forecasting a low of 30 on Monday. Is it possible that some areas could somehow get blocked from this cold air coming out of the gorge of the east wind and be in the mid-30s Monday morning? I suppose that's a possibility, but whatever's falling from the sky really ought to be snow. And the depth of the cold air looks to be pretty impressive. So we think, or I think, that widespread snow on the ground from Longview all the way down through Albany is pretty likely. And remember, the low is to our south, so maybe there's heavier snow in Albany and Salem than there will be from Portland up to the north. So we'll see. This moisture field really becomes sparse quickly once we get into Monday evening. Tuesday, I don't think we get any accumulation, just some scattered snow showers, some sunbreaks. There's a new system that passes us to the south on Wednesday. I'm saying light snow, but if that low comes a little bit farther north, maybe you folks again in Albany and Salem start to pick up some accumulation. And then we'll get a mix of showers on Thursday. Thursday's the day that we finally lose the east wind. We get back to a northwest flow, but the air's still pretty cold. We'll warm up to 40, and then right now I have us dry on Friday and Saturday. So don't forget to also, to also check. Sometimes I add some information on my day planner page that I don't necessarily right away put on the 7-day. And this, of course, gives you the day planner, gives you what the current temperatures are. Portland example right now is 45 degrees, so that's a great place to check. And then also the live cameras are always a wonderful place. Well, here's the radar. That's a great place to check, obviously. But the live cameras are also a good place to check. That's still not working, Whale Cove. Everything else is active. You can see the beautiful snow on the ground still at the Mount Hood, Oregon Resort. That's where the snow level's been more than not the last several days. It's been at 1,500 feet. The gorge still has plenty of snow on the ground, although you're starting to see some grassy spots out in Hood River. But the gorge will get snow coming up. The Coast Range will get snow coming up. And we'll be checking these live cameras. Okay. I'll, of course, have an update tomorrow. I'll talk to you on Sunday.